La Liga Lounge, it's for the boys. Dan and Houston on again. La Liga Lounge, round up the boys. Tell your wife and tell your friends. We play for keeps and every week we tell it like it is. La Liga Lounge, when all is said and done, we can all agree. FTC.
Welcome back, gentlemen. Another episode of the La Liga Lounge coming at you. Season 5, Episode 2. Houston, how you doing, buddy?
It's finishing the pre-show beer, getting the new one down, the traditional pour. Messed it up
I'm
with the
with you.
first step. Yeah.
Oh, you're going classy with the glass, though. I'm just an old can man.
I like the glass. We didn't have a show last week, so we're gonna do double recap here. We got recap in week 1.
Yep.
Murph low score, whiskey chug
Solid chug, too.
with a great response time too. So kudos to them.
Yep. And Max owes us a chug this week, Hughes. You might as well just mention that.
Max owes us a chug too.
Yep. We'll be looking forward to that, Max.
Highest scores week 1. I think Timmy put up some fucking numbers.
Let's see here. Yeah, we got Timmy with 126, Hughes.
Yeah.
Forge with a 115 last week was the second highest, it looks like. So not terribly high scoring week 1, really.
It was pretty low. We had some numbers week 2, though.
Yeah, Jeff dropped 130 on me. I know that for a fact. I can't remember who else got up there. Oh, Josh with a 150 bomb.
How did he get 150 again? Did you
Kyler, Nico. His kicker got 17 points. That always helps.
Jeez.
Fucking kicker, dude. I don't know, man. Sometimes I wonder if we should be having kickers in this league.
I'd rather have 2 quarterbacks, but that was a fucking stupid idea, Houston. So, had some big injuries though, right? Max Hartzell, who was my predicted chump, lost his best player, McCaffrey.
Yeah, that helps your chump prediction.
Helps it a lot, but I kind of feel bad because Max is often towards the bottom. Now I'm waiting for Carmen to come get me. We have 2-0 remaining teams already. Into week 3, we have only 2 undefeated teams left. I feel like that's pretty quick.
That's very quick. And
that's who are those teams? I don't recall.
Fortunately for me, fortunately for the show, it's 2 people on this show. Unfortunately for me, I'm not one of them. So we got Houston and Josh at 2-0. I'm sitting over here at 0-2. But you boys getting off to a nice start, man. I'll tell you what, Houston, the running backs are working. Same thing for you, Josh, too, actually.
Yeah, running backs working. They're keeping me consistent. Josh somehow finding these, diamond in the rough guys. Like, who would have thought Kyler Murray doing what he's doing?
I liked Kyler this year, actually. I'm
did you?
Okay. Yeah, I did. I liked him this year.
I mean, Nico Collins, you didn't know who was gonna emerge as the Houston guy receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like it's him. So it's a good pickup. Jordan Mason he got after week 1. So Josh is on, man. He's round the clock thinking about this shit. And another noteworthy item. 0-2, Eric ranked number 1, reigning champ. We gave him that respect. And no longer respect lost. So
he had a tough matchup though last week against, what was it, Kevin, I think, in week 2 there, Hughes, where they lost. I think it was like it was 110 to 110.2 or 0.8 or something like that. So I think Eric's up there probably in the points for.
He's 4th for points for. We are only 2 weeks in. You gotta take it for what it is, but he's putting up some good battles. So, to start 0-2 has got to be discouraging when you're putting points up.
Yeah. I don't expect him to stay down at the bottom of the rankings, to be honest with you. But rough start for him either way. I mean, I know what it's like to be 0-2. It's not great.
I mean,
his tight end hurt himself in pregame too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
In last week?
For week 2, yeah. He had Ingram and he went down during pregame and they don't have a lot of time to react.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
Any shocks to you, Dan? Like, I'm just looking at the standings here, looking at the scoreboards.
Let me see here.
I don't want to say it's a shocker, and I hate to pump him head, but I think we had the strategy. Let's pump his head up so it just eventually pops. Timmy's been putting together a couple of years of good teams, man.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
and stringing them. I mean, highest scorer week 1, Josh Allen, Josh Jacobs, Stevenson, Jefferson, Kincaid, Zach Moss for the Bengals. Like a good team. He's got a solid bench too. I play him this week too.
Yeah, that'll be a good matchup. That'll be a good matchup.
Yeah,
That'll
I mean,
see.
I don't know if we've decided on matchup of the week. We'll talk about that in a minute. But any
Yeah.
surprises to you looking at this season so far? I don't want to mention to you, but it might be you at 0-2.
Yeah, I would say,
I
but
like
I
your
would.
team.
I don't like myself at 0-2, and I've had a few of my picks. I had like Josh. We said we took high upside guys, and a couple of my guys haven't worked out so far, like Michael Pittman. I don't have an
Jamar
RB2.
Chase, Burrow, 0-2.
Yeah. Jamar Chase is a big problem for me right now, so we'll see how she goes, man. My 0-2 is a surprise to me, at least, and it's hard to pick any other surprises, really, Hughes, because everyone's 1-1. Really, it's like
there are
no, there's not. We're not quite
1-1 teams. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to call a 1-1 team a surprise. So I'll let it sit for now. Maybe I would yeah.
It's always week 4, week 5 when we don't playoffs are whatever they are week 12, 13. So time is quickly running out. You got a team that's 3-2 or wherever we are, and they're desperate. If you got a couple 4-0, 4-1, 5-0 teams, and then people start getting desperate. Kevin's not desperate yet. He didn't want to trade me one of his stud wide receivers. Fuck you, Kevin.
So is that your backhanded way of saying the trade we made was a desperate trade?
Josh, can we edit like some crickets in there? Yeah.
Buyer's remorse.
I'm happy. I'm not mad about it. Maybe we should talk about that real quick, Houston. Me and Houston made a trade this week.
Already blockbuster trades. What I'm known for.
Yeah. We get them early, and often it's me and you too, Houston. And we did Tony Pollard for Jaden Daniels.
Yep.
Maybe not like, top #1 selling movie of the year type of trade, but certainly a blockbuster. You're going to rent this movie for sure. So decent trade here. And I got my RB2, hopefully RB2 flex guy for one of my 2 starting quarterbacks. So I don't mind it. And I remember I snaked Daniels from you in the draft, Hughes. I don't know if you remember that, but that was funny.
I did one.
I saw that.
I draft my quarterbacks late, and I thought Trevor Lawrence would be a little better. Jaguars haven't really played too well.
Yeah.
You got a quarterback with Burrow who just hasn't played well, but I got that upside with Daniels running because I think he's. But look at his stats right now. I mean, he's ran the ball 16 times, 10 times, respectively. Yeah. So, I love that. And look at Jalen Hurts when he can get points. And you get it a running back. DeAndre Swift and James Cook. You got James Cook. Now you got 2 bona fide 10-plus touches a game guys. So you get a little more stability. I get a little risk, higher reward.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're right. I think your certainly side of it has more upside, and Jaden Daniels could be the number 3 quarterback for the year or something like that. I don't see that for Tony Pollard by any means, but I think Tony Pollard.
You're trying to get win 1. You're trying to get win.
Yeah, I'm trying to get win 1, and I think Tony Pollard top 20. I think you can say that maybe top 25 pretty safely, and so he's going to be in your lineup every week. I feel like, unless you have 6 running backs like you do. So I'll take the trade.
Yeah, more Kevin. I want CD or Marvin.
Marvin had last week.
Yeah, he'll come around.
Yeah,
Josh, you need to beat Kevin this week, so he's really starts tasting a little need to do something.
I'm projected to.
Cool, dude.
Hey, so let's get into the matchups of the week, huh?
Yeah. Matchup of the week. I think it's me and Timmy. He's one of the top points for. He's 1-1. He's been doing great track record. I'm 2-0. He's projected to win by 7 points, whatever that's worth. Our quarterbacks play each other currently. Don't know if we'll put Daniels in there since I think he plays the Bengals actually. So TBD. I think the Bengals defense has been pretty solid. I'm looking at receivers, maybe an edge to him with Jefferson, but he's questionable. Running backs, I kind of think are split. I'm looking. I got Dobbins, ETN, Kyron. I might not start them all. Versus his Josh Jacobs, Stevenson, Zach Moss. I mean, pretty even there. I like my defense a little more. Already got a new defense every week. Yeah, I don't know. I think we both go 120 plus. It's gonna be disappointing. I bet we both get 120 plus. That's my match for the week. I'm not gonna even say I win. That's a tough one.
I'll say you win, Houston. I think you get the win there.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna win. Yeah, I didn't gotta pick a winner. I'll win.
You got it. Fucking fuck Timmy, dude.
Yeah.
All right. My matchup of the week, similar to Houston's. I'm going with 2-0 Josh Carl against 1-1 Kevin.
That's a good one.
Yeah, another good one there. I think it was two obvious matchups of the week. We were doing a little talk pre-show, and it was just like these two stuck out to us like crazy. So, good matchup here between Josh and Kevin. Both have the mobile quarterbacks with Kyler and Anthony Richardson. I like Josh's running backs a lot better than Kevin's. Kevin's got Javonte Williams and the new pickup of Carson Steele, which he spent a good amount of fab on. But I still like Josh's with Jahmyr Gibbs, and fucking Saquon, and Barkley. Yeah, and Jordan Mason. So yeah, Josh's running backs kick Kevin's asses, but Kevin's wide receiver kicks Josh's asses in my opinion too, because we got CD Marvin Harrison Jr. coming up against Nico, who Nico Collins has had a pretty solid year so far, and I actually do like Nico, but not as much as either one of those two guys.
Especially when Tank Dell or Stephon Diggs could just have a game over them, right? Like, no one's having a game over CeeDee Lamb or Marvin Harrison. There's no one else there.
Absolutely not. Yeah, Nico's going to be a little bit more boom or bust than those guys. I think we'll have more consistency. So, but then you got Terry McLaurin there, who I really don't like as a wide receiver too. Sorry, Josh. But, so yeah, it's an interesting game here. We got the running backs versus the wide receivers, essentially. Tight end, I guess. It's kind of a draw. Mark Andrews, Trey McBride. I haven't seen too much from either one of those guys. I don't even talk about defense and kicker, but good matchup there. I'm gonna predict that the running backs pull out the W here, and I'm gonna go with Josh for the 3-0 title.
I think Josh actually smokes him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smokes him.
Well, we know you're a running back guy, so I'm not surprised you go that way.
Yeah. Just looking at the matchups though, like I think Kyler's going to put up points against Detroit. If Detroit goes up, they're going to be throwing. Chicago Bears defense pretty good, right? Like I think it's just going to be a low scoring game. Mark Andrews has just not had a good. I mean, it's 2 games to get it, but Isaiah Likely, told you guys. I said it at the draft. That was the guy, and yeah, his receivers can only do so much. So.
And it sucks he lost Cooper Kupp on his bench too. That hurts Kevin quite a bit. That would be 3 absolute studs. But yeah, match of the week. That's it, boy.
Good one.
That's it.
Lions, man. So Lions 1-1, lost to Tampa Bay. Forbes offered me Baker Mayfield after beating our Lions for Kyren Williams. Like, I know he's doing well, but like, fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
That's a hilarious offer from Forbes. Yeah, dude, tough game for the Lions last week. I think they gave it away, in my opinion. I mean, I think the debacle at halftime is really what cost them. You lose those 3 points. You lose the ability to kick a field goal to win the game in the last 30 seconds. Just some stupid mistakes. I think I look at the game as a whole. I think they outgained them by like 100 yards or something like that. Had way more rushing yards. Like they played a typical Lions game, but the offense, even though they got more yards, the offense looked off. Jared Goff looked bad. I thought
they're not clicking. They're not clicking this year. Where it's like they can move the ball down the field anytime they want, like the Chiefs or the Patriots. That's what we looked like last year, and we don't look like that right now.
Not right now.
I gotta think we can get it back though.
Amon-Ra St. Brown looks a little off to me, even Houston. I don't know if you've been seeing that, but Amon-Ra looks like he's like not even trying on some of these plays, and the run blocking especially.
Weird.
J-Mo's a bright spot, but Laporta's barely been involved.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to that. Who do we have this weekend?
Arizona,
that's right.
Yeah, Kyler Murray and gang. So not an easy matchup, especially because they had a nice win against. I don't remember who Arizona beat last week, but they had a nice win, I thought, against somebody.
The Rams.
The Rams, yeah, they shit on the Rams, and we struggled with them. So
yeah,
and it's at Arizona.
I think the Lions pull it off. I think they pull it
They
off.
should.
So
I think so too. I think Arizona's defense is garbage, and hopefully it's a get right game for our offense.
yeah, yeah. We haven't talked about it, but we got to get some guests on next week. Kind of get that ball rolling again, get a little action, maybe a bet or two.
Yeah.
Like
if you want on, boys.
People are a little more lively, responsive this year. Want to get involved. Next time you're in town, Dan, maybe a little B-dubs trip Thursday night.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Fantasy. That'd be good. I'm excited to be back. I feel like we jumped into this season with, refreshed, on our groove, ready to go. Also, being 2-0 doesn't fucking hurt.
Yeah, it's funny how your record can really like lift you or bring it down.
Remember, I think you were having a good season, and then I think mid-year you started you had 3 or 4 in a row losses, and you just didn't even want to do the podcast.
I didn't even care anymore. I'm already there this year at 0-2, so it's gonna be a long year, I think.
The replacement host for the rest of the year.
Yeah, I might have to tap somebody in because I just might not give a fuck anymore in 5 weeks' time. Probably not. We'll see. I'm about to win 5 in a row. I'll be 5-2, fucking first place. Let's fucking go, baby.
Let's do it, Tony Pollard. Good luck.
Yeah, Tony Pollard's gonna be the difference maker. All right, boys. Let's wrap it up, huh, Hughes?
Wrap it up. Only one way we know how.
With the F?
T?
See
you later, boys.
We can all agree